What's up, guys? It's the Reality Grizzly, back for more reality realness. We're about to get into the live Kenya Moore did this morning on YouTube, but first, before I do, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Now let's get it. Baby, Kenya didn't waste no time getting into the shenanigans. She first addressed the rumors that Drew was the one that gave her the lowdown dirty tea on Britt Edie. She says, I didn't get any information from Drew or any housewife or a friend of the housewives, and it is a complete lie.
Okay, that's one of the things I wanted to clear up. I did not get any information that was shared from Drew. I did not get any information that was shared from any housewife. I did not get any information shared from any friend of the housewives. That is a complete lie.
Kenya brings up where the rumors originated, which was Portia's YouTube channel, and Kenya had a few words for Peach Juice Williams. She says she called Portia asking why she was saying that, and Portia was persistent that Kenya did say she got the info from Drew. Baby, Kenya is like, am I living in an alternate universe? I did not say that. She said, I even said it on the show where I got the information from. It was an investigator. Now, when she said that, I was like, investigator? It could be Drew. I mean, Drew was the one playing G.I. Jane / Inspector Gadget for Angela to use against Phaedra. But anyway, Kenya says her and Portia went back and forth about 20 minutes, leaving Kenya confused, lost, and in a daze because Portia doubled down on it at the reunion.
I actually called Portia and I was like, Portia, why are you saying that? She was like, no, you did. You told me you got it from Drew. I was like, first of all, I never told you that. I would never tell you that. In fact, I told the world where I got the information from. It was from an investigation. And I have never once in my life said that I got the information from any person that is known on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So it was just very bizarre. I found the whole thing to be very bizarre. And like literally she was fighting me on the phone for like a good 25 minutes saying that, that I did say it to her. I was like, I would have no reason to say it to you because it's completely false and untrue.
Kenya says, one thing about it is, if you always tell the truth, you don't have to remember the lies. And she says she always comes with factual information 99.9% of the time. Now, I got to disagree with that, but yeah. Then she gets into her relationship with the cast and says she actually gets along with most of the girls. And she points out how much she likes Kelly and gives her advice to, quote unquote, stand alone, saying you don't need anyone else, while also praising her for being a good mother. Now, I was happy, but a little bit messy for Kenya to address the dynamics of her friendship with Cynthia Bailey. Let's be real, we all kind of want to know the root of it all, but she says, first of all, Cynthia is not telling the truth about her timeline. Kenya says she did share a text with Cynthia after the whole hair spa scandal, and that she's actually not mad at her for that. She says she wished it would have gone differently, but that is not the reason she's upset with her. Kenya says at the end of the day, she felt like Cynthia was someone she could always trust, and that's not the case. Apparently, Cynthia took some private information back to someone, and this is the reason why Kenya is not seeing it from Miss Cynthia.
I did reach out to and chatted with her via text messages the day after my salon event. I'm not upset with her for speaking her mind. I think she could have handled it differently, but that's not the reason I have not been speaking to her. I thought Cynthia was my writer, one of my best friends, my confidant, someone that I really love and trusted as a sister. We have been through our ups and downs, our lefts, our rights, whatever. But at the end of the day, I thought she was someone that I would always be able to trust. That's not true. There were some private things that I told her, shared with her, and texted her that she shared with someone else.
Kenya says she has kept all of Cynthia's private conversations to herself and would never repeat it, feeling like Cynthia betrayed her trust. Kenya says at this point, please stop talking about her, saying Cynthia can stand on her own. She just wants genuine people around her, even if it's just two people. She says at least she knows one of those people are Brooklyn. Kenya actually does shout out Portia for speaking up about the way things were handled when it came to her departure from the show and says she really appreciates Portia for having her back in the moment on the reunion. She also says her and Andy are on great terms, but the situation was above him, so there wasn't much he could do by bringing her back himself. Kenya also shockingly said that she was asked to be on the Traitors years ago, which that would have been epic. If you know, you know. Then Kenya gets into the tea with the upcoming season of RHOA, saying they're adding 2 new housewives, hinting they're both known. One is a restaurateur, and the other one is from Love and Hip Hop, hinting they're also a singer.
I do know that they're adding 2 new housewives to the team. They're adding 2 new housewives, and I think you guys kind of know them both. They're both like known people. One is a business person, and she's a restaurateur, and the other one is actually, you know how we always say, oh, you know, it's giving Love and Hip Hop. The other one is actually from Love and Hip Hop.
Baby, the people are speculating everyone from Rashida, Yandy. I saw someone even say Ty Young. I saw them say K. Michelle, who would make the most sense to me. Now, Kenya did shut down Rashida and Yandy, saying it is not them. Who do y'all think it should be? Kenya is then asked if Shamea would be back next season, and she says she doesn't really know the tea on that because she's hearing that she is coming back and then hearing that she isn't, but says RHOA will be back filming in 2 weeks, so she'll know more soon. I personally think Shamea needs a second chance. I mean, the first season is always the hardest, and let's be real, she's actually one of the only 2 housewives with a husband.
Oh, somebody's asking, will Shamea be back? I don't know. I hear yes and I hear no. And that one, I can honestly say I don't really know the tea on that one. But I have been hearing both. Yes, and she'll be back, and I've been hearing no, she won't. So that you gotta wait. But they do start in 2 weeks. So the cast is pretty much, set.
Kenya does say as of now she will not be back on RHOA, but says at any moment things could change. She says she keeps hearing a lot of different things, and she's been in talks with them.
You and fabulous. I look like I just stepped off the stage yesterday. You can kiss the blackest part of my behind.
Oh, good.
Kenya does confirm that Angela, Drew, and Portia will be back, so if you're a fan of those ladies, I'm sure you're happy to hear that. What do y'all think? Will Kenya and Cynthia be able to move past this, or is it over and done? And does Kenya have a fighting chance in hell to return next season? And who do you think the 2 new housewives will be? Chime in, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.